Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. In the ever-dramatic world of the NBA, where off-court narratives often rival the intensity of the games themselves, a new and surprising rumor has surfaced that's sending shockwaves through the basketball community. According to unconfirmed reports making the rounds on social media and insider circles, Stephen Curry, yes, that's Stephen Curry, the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors, is allegedly putting his foot down in a very uncharacteristic way. The two-time MVP and four-time NBA champion is said to be refusing to share the court with newly acquired or potentially signed player Lindy Waters III. While the Warriors front office has remained silent on the matter and Curry's camp has yet to issue a formal response, the NBA world is buzzing. This isn't just about basketball. It's about chemistry, legacy, and what happens when personal preferences might begin to override team strategy. Now, to be clear, Stephen Curry has built a reputation as one of the most professional and diplomatic players in the league. He's a leader both on and off the court, respected not just for his generational talent, but for his humility and team-first mentality. So for rumors to emerge suggesting that he's drawing a hard line regarding a teammate, a relatively low-profile one at that, has fans and analysts alike scratching their heads. Lindy Waters III, hey there Whitney that he fed, while not a household name, has shown flashes of promise. A solid role player with decent shooting ability, he's not exactly the kind of personality you'd expect to generate locker room friction, especially not with someone as even-keeled as Steph. But the rumor persists. Curry allegedly has said behind closed doors that he won't play another minute if Waters remains in the rotation. What's behind this supposed stance? Personal friction, tactical disagreement, or something deeper? Digging into this situation, it's important to consider the current state of the Warriors. The dynasty that once seemed unstoppable has aged, and the front office is searching for new pieces to keep the window of contention open. They've taken risks, brought in younger players, and made trades that haven't always panned out. If Lindy Waters III is indeed being looked at as part of the team's future, or at least a bench piece with potential, then resistance from a franchise cornerstone like Curry could complicate everything. Could it be that Curry sees Waters as a step backward? Or perhaps he believes that minutes given to Waters would be better allocated to more seasoned contributors or younger prospects with higher ceilings. Whatever the case, this rumor suggests a rare moment of behind-the-scenes tension in an otherwise tightly managed organization. Let's not forget that Lindy Waters III, despite his modest NBA profile, carries a compelling personal story. A proud member of the Kiowa tribe, Waters has been a symbol of representation for Native American athletes, carving out his path through grit and dedication. He's earned his opportunities the hard way, fighting for minutes, bouncing between the G League and the NBA, and constantly proving he belongs. If these reports about Curry are true, it would be a huge blow not just professionally, but symbolically as well. It paints an uncomfortable picture, one that many fans aren't ready to accept. Could the league's golden boy Stephen Curry truly be the source of such a divisive narrative? Or are these rumors the product of twisted words, misinterpretations, or even deliberate misinformation? Adding another layer to this, it's worth noting that the NBA rumor mill is relentless and often unreliable. The modern media landscape, supercharged by social media algorithms and fan-driven content, has made it harder than ever to separate fact from fiction. A single offhand comment or a misunderstood interaction can balloon into a full-blown controversy. It wouldn't be the first time a player was unfairly painted as a villain based on little more than speculation. Still, what makes this rumor particularly potent is that it involves Curry, someone who has long been viewed as above such drama. That alone gives the story legs, pushing it beyond the usual internet noise and into serious basketball discourse. From a team dynamic standpoint, even the rumor itself could cause damage. Whether true or not, the perception that Curry is unwilling to work with certain players undermines the carefully cultivated image of unity that Golden State has projected over the years. This team has always prided itself on culture, on selflessness, communication, and trust. If there's even a sliver of truth to this story, it challenges that identity. It also puts Warriors management in a bind. Do they side with their superstar, potentially alienating a young player who has done nothing wrong publicly, or do they try to broker peace behind the scenes, hoping to quietly extinguish the flames before they burn any deeper into the locker? Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Fan reactions, predictably, have been all over the place. Some are in outright disbelief, defending Curry with fervor and dismissing the report as clickbait nonsense. Others are more skeptical, pointing to subtle signs of frustration from Steph during this rocky Warriors season as possible evidence that he's finally had enough of being surrounded by players who, in his view, aren't ready for prime time. There's also a subset of fans who see this as a power move, Curry flexing his influence to ensure the roster aligns more closely with his vision. If that's the case, it would mark a significant shift in his leadership style. After all, Curry has always led by example, rarely if ever involving himself directly in front office maneuvering. Then there's Lindy Waters III himself, who so far has remained silent. That silence could be strategic or simply professional, but it leaves a gap that only fuels further speculation. If Waters responds, it could either clarify things or pour gasoline on the fire, depending on the tone he takes. Until then, we are left to imagine what the dynamic must feel like behind the scenes. Is Waters now walking on eggshells? Is the locker room split? Or are these rumors completely disconnected from reality? If the Warriors hope to move forward cleanly, they'll need to address this one way or another. Even silence from team leadership starts to sound like confirmation when it drags on too long. At the end of the day, this situation, real or imagined, underscores the fragile nature of NBA chemistry. Teams aren't just collections of talent. They're living, breathing organisms made up of personalities, egos, and emotions. And even the most stable environments can be disrupted by a single rift. Whether Curry actually said what he's rumored to have said doesn't matter as much as the fact that people are willing to believe he might have. That's a shift in perception. That's the kind of crack in the foundation that, if not repaired, can lead to broader fractures. For a franchise like Golden State, already teetering between a final run and a full rebuild, that could be catastrophic. What happens next could shape not just the immediate futures of Curry and Waters, but the identity of the Warriors as a whole. If the team comes out and publicly denies the rumor, that might be enough to settle things. For now. But if they remain quiet, or if more details start to emerge, we could be witnessing the early stages of a significant internal conflict. One thing's for sure, fans will be watching every move, every press conference, every body language cue during games. Because once a narrative like this takes hold, it's hard to let go of it. And in the high-stakes world of professional basketball, even whispers can echo loudly. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.